Hold on, I'm sharing. I'm trying to do my good deeds here. Sharing. Uh-oh. Oh, won't let me share anymore. Okay. Good morning. Hey, Joanna Gray. How are you? Hello, CK. So this is going to be a big class, but I'm sitting down for it because I'm not going to cook today. But I think the next few weeks we're going to work on cleansing. Hey, Joanne. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Rosie. Hi, CK. How are you? Hi, Donna. Welcome. Joanna. Good morning. Joanne. Good morning. Qdora. Good morning. That's a new name. Hi, Rosie. Hi, Robin. Luann. Look at all these fun people out here. Okay, we're gonna have some fun. I know this topic very, very well, but I want to stay focused. So you're gonna see me reading from my computer a lot, only because I don't want to miss any notes. I'm shutting my door because, the Skittle is home and I want to make sure I'm totally focused. You share, I know, can you believe it? Aren't you proud of me? I'm getting so much better. Every day I feel like I'm learning more and more. All right, so like I said, I'm going to be really focused on my computer screen a lot today just because I want to be able to not miss a thing. And I think, like I said, for the next few weeks, we'll do a lot of work. Now, we're not going to say what we're doing much. And, when we come to some of the more detailed stuff and more of like the things that get people, gets this algorithm cuckoo, we're just not going to talk about it. I'm going to use different words like maybe bugs or things like that. Hey, June, good morning. Good morning. And I'm drinking my coffee, TikTok, mushroom coffee. Thank you for my heart. Thank you. Hey, John Dillon, how's it going? John, I'm intrigued by what you're up to on your side too. I've been watching every once in a while. I don't get to do it too much because, if you spend a ton of time on TikTok, your brain hurts after a while. So, but there's a few people that I like really enjoy watching and I like your videos. They're fun, informative too. So thank you. Morning, how was your trip? It was so fun. I had the best time with my kid. We had a lot of fun and we got home and yesterday was crazy. Oh, you're welcome. Yesterday it was a little crazy. I had a lot to do and I got, remember I told you about my shoulder? I found the most unbelievable doctor by me. He's in Redding, Connecticut. He works on pain, which I went to him. I was like, I don't have pain. I just want the PRP in my shoulder. And he did a whole bunch of, he did some really interesting acupuncture and did a different kind of shot. I didn't need the PRP. We already finished the first stage of the Club Quest, just so you know. So Club Cheers has been unlocked. I don't know what any of that means, but it says read it. So I'm reading it. Hey, XO. And he was unbelievable. And my shoulder is kind of sore. I have to take some time. So I don't know. We waving? Sort of. Not really, but sort of. Not really. Sort of. We just had to keep moving. All right. So let's get started. So anyway, it was pretty cool. I thought it was cool. Oh, hold on. Let me see something. Okay, so we have, I have a lot of information about cleansing and juicing and all that. Hey, Patricia, like your little doggy paws. Good morning. Okay, first things first, we have to wish Robin a happy birthday. It's her birthday today. Happy birthday, Robin. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Good morning, Tara. Okay, good. So Tara, we're talking about cleansing today. And like I said, we are going to be, I'm going to be looking at my computer and my notes because I want to go in sort of order with you guys so that you have a pretty cool, look at all the birthday love you're getting, Robin. so that we get all the information in. And then over the next few weeks of our kitchen pharmacy class, I want to go do like deep dives for you so that you can, now we're in a wave, Robin. Thank you, Gail. So we can go through and then we'll do deep dives in each section. But today is sort of like an overall, how are we going to cleanse and what do we do? So for cleansing, this is like one of the better times to start planning and organizing. And then you can kind of cleanse right through the summer. But springtime is like, did you make it back home? I'm home, Mets. So springtime is a really good time to cleanse. And if you think about it, right, I remember my mom, the screens came out of the windows. You had, my closet had to be emptied, sheets, the house was aired out. It was like the time to do it, right? Yeah, it was kind of cool. Why is why? I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's something fun and nice. I don't know what you mean though. So anyway, hey Charlie, nice to see you. Welcome in. Hi Andrea. Thanks for my heart, Andrea. Hi dude. Okay, so this is like a really good time to do cleansing. Yes, yeah. Oh, like yes, queen. Like yes, I'm home. Yeah, we had a great ride together. We got home pretty fast. And oh yeah, you remember those days? I mean, it was a little crazy. My mom was like, I call her Donna Reed. Remember that show with the pearls and the thing, flipping mattresses, wall washing. I mean, all of that stuff. I wish I was good like that. I'm not good like that. I don't know all that stuff. But yes, my mom still does that. At 86, she's like climbing on walls, washing all the walls. So it's the kind of the same thing that you're doing for your insides. Charlie, thanks for the heart. Hand washing carpet, cleaning all the windows. That's one thing I'm going to do this, coming week. I told my husband I want all the screens out of our windows because, I want to clean them out. Good morning. So Donna Reed, remember? It's a Wonderful Life, all that stuff. But do you remember the Donna Reed show? She was always in heels and a pretty 50s dress and pearls, and she cleaned her house that way and made dinner. I mean, I just crack up. I call my mother Donna Reed. Thanks for the popular vote, Charlie. So preparing for a cleanse. The pearls too, I know, right? So let's talk about here, I'm going to bring my screen up a little bit so it's kind of almost eye level to my phone. So I'm following my computer screen today just to keep me on track. I know this information. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of this. Thank you, June. Let me see if I can share some more. Now, maybe it will let me share. Let me see. I think it will, right? For people that want to be on. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's going to let me. So we've established that for the most part, this is a very good time to cleanse the springtime, right? It's like rebirth, all of that good stuff. You really want to, take care of yourself. This is a good time to do it. Hold on. I'm just sending it to all the peeps. Okay, there you go. So, key steps when you're preparing. So you want to pick dates. Now, you could do a 3 to 5 day cleanse. You could do a 14-day cleanse, 7 to 14 days. Hi, Copper. Is that Copper? Did I see her just fly through the screen? Hi, Mystical. Hi, Patricia. Thank you for my roses. And you could also, let me just go through. Yep, you could do like a 5. So here's the levels, right? 1 to 3, 5 to 10, or maybe 14 to 30 days. Now, I notice, and what I've always said to people is, a 1 to 3 day cleanse to me is one of those kinds of cleanses for 2 reasons you would do that kind of cleanse. You would do that kind of cleanse to test yourself. Hey, could I do this? Hey, Sandra, nice to meet you. Thanks for my heart. Why would you do that? It would be like, thank you. I'm floating in the air. Thank you, June. Hi from Fairfield, Connecticut. Hey, Cassandra. Today I'm at home in Mayapack, but we are, my shop is in Fairfield, right? Ridgefield. It's Ridgefield. How long you been on for? I just got on. I was supposed to go on at 9:30. I think I went on at 9:50. It's just the way it goes. I do my best. I'm on TikTok time. Yeah, so you just started. It is a nice town. Come visit. You'll love our shop. It's a health food store. So you missed nothing. We just started. Springtime is the best time to cleanse. We talked about, our mamas and aunties and grandmas washing walls, flipping mattresses, airing out the house, all those fun things. So a short cleanse for that 1 to 3 day is, hey, can I do a cleanse? Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cheryl. I just got started. That 1 to 3 day cleanse is really a time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my love. Thank you for those presents. Hi, Mary. Spring cleaning, right? We're spring cleaning our body. So a short cleanse, 1 to 3 days. Can I do a cleanse? These are the questions you're asking yourself. You've never done it. How am I going to do it? Am I capable? Do I have the time? It's sort of like that first round of can I do it? Now, it's typically a juice cleanse or smoothies. It's great for like a quick reset, digestive relief, a mild detox. It's been so rainy. I know we had a bad thunderstorm here last night. Everybody was up all night. Good morning, Mel. Thanks for joining us. So I always say for people, when you do that short cleanse, you're not going to get a tremendous amount of benefit. Yeah, that's great. We're going to talk about all of that today. Mystical. You're not going to get a huge benefit from a 1 to 3 day cleanse your very first time, but you're going to get an idea of what it's like. You're going to get an idea of, how does my body operate? And what I noticed, me too, lots of thunder last night. Crazy. The dogs were crying. It was a little bit of mayhem in the house. So what I notice with a short cleanse is, and what I notice all around is, when you do a 1 to 3 day cleanse, you're sort of starting to get your body used to it, right? It's sort of getting all the sludge and goobers kind of moving. Yes, there's lots of misconceptions when you eat clean. There are things that Cleans Daily, right? Yeah. I mean, yes, Lisa. However, it's like sort of like that thing where, I get when I'm working, I get between 10 and 20,000 steps a day. So for me, that's not exercise anymore. That's my regular. So I have to go to like 30, 40,000 steps to get in the exercise piece. So it's the same thing. When you eat healthy, your body's kind of used to it, but there's still going to be sludge and goobers in there. So you want to move them out. So you're going to have to do a little bit of something like a 1 day juice cleanse or for people that eat super clean, meaning no sugar, no alcohol, no dairy, for the most part, they might have a very clean, real vegan lifestyle, meaning you're eating totally plant-based. You're not eating the frozen sort of stuff. Yeah, it's the same. Is that all, JK? That's amazing. Yeah. Let me see. I think I missed what you were saying. So, hi, Mama. Hi, China. So let's put that there, right? 1 to 3 days. Now you have your moderate cleanse, 5 to 10 days. That's when you start to really kind of get a little bit more deeper. Tell me more, Mystical. Hi, Chef. Hey, Nellie. How are you? Are you at work today? What's today, Friday? Are you at work? Is everything good? I miss my peeps. Uh-oh, our comments were filtered. So be very careful what we say today, guys. We have to be really careful. Working hard. I miss you. Everybody there, or is everybody still sick? There was a lot of people out yesterday. So the 5 to 10 day cleanse is a little bit deeper of a detox. You're supporting your liver. You could start doing a little bug cleanse, like things like that, right? It's effective for more significant digestive or inflammatory issues. So so that's the 5 to 10. Now, the 14 to 30 day is usually used for like an all-inclusive, comprehensive detox. You're eliminating bugs. You're significantly changing. I miss you guys too. Hi, everybody. I think it might be me that's being filtered. Yeah, it didn't give me any of your information. It only gave you, I've been doing lemon water, and that's kind of it. Hey, Don, good morning. So now that extend and cleanse, typically used for that comprehensive detox, like once you're done with like the C treatments, meaning, when you have the, not the one that we were all stuck inside, but the other C. When you finish those treatments, like with chemo or any of those things. Oh, I think you have to DM me the questions and I'll see if I can look them up. Or leave words out or leave letters out. That will help. Guys, I'm going to have to put you guys on pause for a second. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Hold, please. No, they're not going to stay and they're going to bark.
Come on, Papa.
All right.
Come on.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Good morning.
All
right, we're back. They're going to cry.
Mom.
Okay.
They're going to eat the cleaning supplies, so they're not going to cry.
Okay.
I'm going to bring them a treat.
Okay. It's mayhem in my house today. Okay. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to talk to, whatever. Good. Okay. So, good morning. Oh, come here, doggies. Come on. Come here. All right. How big? I was surprised how big and bushes it is. I pick it every time I pass. All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me catch up. I had to read.
Okay, I have a treat. I have a treat.
They're not going to stay. I don't think. Oh, you got them. Okay, good.
I'm gonna get Jackson in here too.
No, Jackson can't come in too. It's too many people. Too many animals. All right, there you go. Not too much, not too much. And you got to spread it around. No Jackson in here. He can go with Dad. I don't.
Dad's leaving. Okay, I'll figure it out. How much longer do you have on there?
At least 2 hours.
Oh, good God. Okay.
Where is my friend? Classy. He loves when I do the eye roll. Come here, babies. Just eat the. Come here. Go ahead. Eat that. There you go. All right. Good morning, everyone. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Hello, hey, Kath. I asked 4 questions. Okay, we're tapping while we're listening to Chef. All right, level up. Doggy's going crazy. I mean, the whole world was going crazy. All right. On Mondays, there's so much fun. Okay. Plant that came back from last year.
I'm
So
just gonna have to stay with the dogs. Come on,
they do fine with the
they
people.
do?
Yes.
Okay.
They're here all the time when we're not here. So don't worry. I really need to focus
Just
on
do
it.
your thing.
Okay.
Come on, puppies. Come on.
You can leave the door a little open.
Come on, boys. Oh my God, door won't get off the mat. Come here, boys. Come on, come on, come on. Jackson, Jackson.
I'm not stalling on purpose. I'm just stalling. All right. A little bit. I'm good now. Okay. Hi, Kibbles. Nice to meet you. She was talking about her cilantro plant. Okay, got it. Yeah. Don, that is my book, my cookbook, my soup cookbook. Hello. Here, sweetheart. This is. Are you going to be here or are you leaving?
I'm leaving. I have to go do my passport.
Okay, bye. I'm going to just. I need a few more minutes, guys. Here, this has to go in the bank too. Here you go. All of that. Yay.
What's your count?
Our regular. Yeah, we'll just have to use the word bugs and see how long that lasts. Okay, show us your book. I don't have a copy here. Wait, let me see. I might have a copy. No, I'm not. Here's my book. I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay, great. I thought something was wrong with my eyes. No, there's 28 different soups in the book, all kinds of information, and then a wonderful friend of mine. She's an incredible photographer. Took photography of all the different soups in the book. All right. Now, let's get back to work. So sorry. I know that's going to take a little time, but we'll get there. All right. So, moderate cleanse. That one is the yes, thank you. And you can also get it through my link tree. Okay, moderate cleanse, extended cleanse. That's where we were. Comprehensive detox, bug cleanse, significant lifestyle reset. So, the extended cleanse to me is probably obviously the most benefit. When you've gone through a very serious illness or something and you've had to use a lot of, medications, or you have, eaten, you had a diet that didn't really suit your lifestyle or suit your whole being, and you want to change the way you are, that is a wonderful, intense cleanse to do. However, not recommended to go out and do that first thing. I think that's, it's intense. You get the most benefit, but you need the time, the energy, and all of that. And you really have to make time for yourself too. We're in a wave, a nice big one right now. So that's really important. Doggies are here. They came to visit. So here's a bunch of different kinds of cleanses. Let's go into that next. So there's a general cleanse. My puppies. Okay. There's something called a general cleanse, and this focuses on overall detoxification and rejuvenation. The goal for a cleanse that's general is sort of improving digestion, enhancing energy, vitality. It promotes clearer skin, mental clarity, all those kinds of things. It's predominantly would be a plant-based diet with high fiber vegetables that are kind of sort of cleaning you out. Lots of fluids, herbal teas, water, lemon water, gentle exercise, and rest, right? Like when we talk about gentle exercise, whenever I use that term, it's yoga, stretching, not hot yoga. You're not doing that kind of work. You're doing like, what is it? Sivyanda yoga, breath work, walking, things like that just keep your being moving, things turning, very simple. Yeah, bone broths if you'd like. Bone broths to me would be the only thing I would do meat-based in a cleanse. And it would depend on the cleanse. Herbs that you would be using would be milk thistle, dandelion root, chlorella, and spirulina, activated charcoal. That's a binding agent. And the toxins binding in the gut, and it draws them out. You could do miso broths, and I'm going to show you that. When I put this all together, you're going to have you will have a very comprehensive guide, and I will do this one's going to take me a little bit longer because I want it to be right. I might turn it into an ebook for you because it's going to be pretty comprehensive. I want to put in there 7-day meal plans, a 3-day meal plan, things like that, juice cleanse, those kinds of things, so that you have all the information you need to do the cleanse properly. Yeah, I think so, Mary. Cheryl, H. pylori is one of those things that, I don't think you can do without the antibiotic use. I have not ever heard anybody clearing that ever without the help of allopathic medicine. And that would be something I would say to you, you have to consult whoever your, I guess, gastroenterologist is or any of that, because those things are, I think for H. pylori, you might have to do that. And that's way above where I would comment about. I would say you've got to go to that gastroenterologist. You've got to really talk about that because that wreaks havoc on your gut, and you need to clear it for sure. And think about this. I think there is an absolutely 100% place for antibiotic use. I think we overuse that, and I think some of the antibiotics that are on the market now are really, they create that, and this is where we might get lost, but they create that like resistance to things. So you really have to work with functional medicine, doctors that are willing to do sort of everything, all-inclusive work, those functional medicine doctors that really can help. Yeah, see, Mary, I will never promote one way or the other with specific things, especially like in H. pylori. Okay, so that would be a general cleanse. A juice cleanse primarily involves obviously fresh fruit and vegetables. Again, and I talked about this many times when we talk about juicing, there's never a time where I will tell you that you can use conventional produce for that, because all you're doing is just adding pesticides to your body. I would say 100%. If you are going to do a juice cleanse, or if you're going to incorporate juices in a cleanse, you have to use 100% organic produce. There is no other way. I would not do it any other way. I will, that is something like, I'm like, no, it has to be organic. Just so that you're getting a true benefit. So the goals for a juice cleanse would be a quick digestive reset, hydration, nutrient replenishment, short-term inflammation reduction. I don't think cleanses are, I can't really say this because I know it will get us throttled, which we're already there. Well, I'm going to say it one time. Weight loss for me is not, this is not a way to do it. That could be a result of a cleanse, but it's short term. It doesn't last. Yes, you can do that, Mystical. It's pumpkin seeds are great for that. Early in the morning, empty stomach. So, that's short term. Recommended juices, you're using green juices with kale, spinach, cucumber, celery. You're adding lemon and ginger. A liver cleanse, you're focused on beetroot, carrot, apple, ginger. Hydrating juices are cucumber, watermelon, mint, lemon, coconut water, all those kinds of things. How about the seeds of papaya? Yes, Harmony. You can use them. So yeah, we're not even going to discuss that, Mary. And that will get me, even in this chat, we can't be that in depth. You'll see some of that stuff in my notes. But again, I'm going to give you this. And like all of these things, you have to, there's big disclaimers because you have to work with a practitioner or things like that. So, the protocol for a juice cleanse is like you're drinking cold pressed juices. You could do cold press, you could do centrifugal, whatever juicer you have. It's not really going to matter as long as you get the juice in, You want to drink them every 2 to 3 hours. Now, the first couple of days, and we'll talk about this once we get through this, the first couple of days of a juice cleanse, and that's why I say the 2 to 3 day juice cleanse isn't so much going to yield huge benefits, but it's going to help you with expectations of what's going to happen when you are doing a cleanse. So that's what I would say. But a juice cleanse typically runs 1 to 7 days. And you follow a gentle reintroduction of solid foods. And so I'm going to talk about that in a minute. How do you prepare? Hold on, let me see something. Did I pass that in my notes yet? Yes, we missed the first piece of it, but we're going to go back. I want to go through this and then we're going to go back. I can tell you guys are listening because whenever you guys are intently listening to anything that I'm talking about, the chat completely slows down. I don't agree necessarily with that, Mary. And it depends on what you're talking about. Like if you're clearing a gut bacteria for different things, it just depends on why. You have to... The most important thing is asking yourself, why do I need a cleanse? And then you go back and you prepare that cleanse for the specific things. So if you're going to add carrots to a juice cleanse, but you are trying to, stop candida or clear candida, it's probably better for you to go more with green juices than carrots. Is it going to hurt the cleanse? I don't think so. Is it going to slow it down? I don't really think so. I haven't had that experience, but some people are different. And it depends. Like you sound like you're very experienced in cleansing. So this, I think for you, it might make a difference. But for the person who's coming off of a standard American diet, who's first learning how to do this, I don't think juicing fruits and vegetables is going to affect the bad bacteria. Does that make sense? I think you see where I'm going with that, right? So a juice cleanse. Okay, so a gallbladder and liver cleanse. This is a little bit more intense and more for, I believe, when you've cleansed a little bit, when you've done more than a week of cleanse. This is not something that you do when right out of the gate. You could, Lisa. I mean, Lisa's asking if I want to shift for summer to a raw diet. Should I start with a cleanse to get me ready? You could. I mean, I think that works, you know. Yeah, does that make sense, Mary, what I'm saying? I think it depends on where you are on the scale of cleansing. Coming off a standard American diet, I don't think it matters. You know, when you're into like, really intense healing of things, when you start getting into gallbladder, liver cleanses, eating raw will clear you out fast, for sure. Now you're talking, okay, maybe I'm going to stay away from that. Like are you saying a $40 juicer, June? I don't think the money is important as much as what type of juicer. And we'll talk about that a little bit later on. I'd have to look at the juicer you're looking at. Did you look on my, I think I have 2 different kinds of juicers on the Kitchen Essentials page. Like my juicer was $100 that I bought. I've bought the Champion juicer, which is sort of like that masticating juicer, which I've had for years. Hi, Maury. Hi, Sarah. Thank you for lighting up our corgi. Hi, Sue Shane. Good morning. So hold all those questions. I want to stay on track. My bikiner. I don't know what that is. I'm going to write that down. Cheryl, you need a cleanse. I think anybody that's ever eaten a standard American diet needs a cleanse. But if you're having headache, if you have a lot of brain fog, I think that's a good question to ask though, because, if you have pain in your joints, if you are suffering from inflammation, these would be reasons to get it. You steam your vegetables and fruits and you blend them. You could do that. That's different. Not necessarily what we're talking about here, but strain. So you're saying you want to blend your juice, your vegetables after you steam them and then strain them? I mean, you could do that. You could do that. Listen, you know how I talk to you guys. Whatever works, whatever gets you to, healing and trying to do things better is okay. You can eat beets raw, sure. You would want to, what do you call them? Grate them, shred them, yes. Okay, let's go back to the liver gallbladder cleanse. You guys have a ton of questions, which I love. So the goal of a liver and gallbladder cleanse, and this is very, this is after cleansing for a couple of weeks. I would recommend doing this. I wouldn't do this for us. Hey, Dor, I wouldn't do this on a 7 to 14 day cleanse, a 7 day, like a 1 to 5, 1 to 3, 1 to 7. I wouldn't. I would do the gallbladder liver cleanse later on, 2 weeks into a 3-week cleanse, because it's intense. You're improving fat digestion. You're enhancing liver function. You relieve bloating and digestive discomfort. You're doing like a lot of apple juice. It softens gallstones. You're going to drink, you're going to use Epsom salts. Let's not say we're drinking it. It relaxes the bile ducts. Then you're doing olive oil and citrus like grapefruit or lemon. And that stimulates the bile release. And that protocol is you're drinking 1 to 5. You're doing 1 to 5, right? You're starting apple juice. And it's juicing of apples. Really, Mel? Yeah, that's not easy. I have to add that to our list. Gallbladder. issues. So day 6, and then day 7, you're to me, a gallbladder cleanse is getting colonics involved, and I don't know if this is gonna start to drain the only 68 people that are here, but that's what happens. But that's when I would say we're going to talk about colonics as well. Thank you for my heart. You guys are awesome. So then we talk about another kind of cleanse is a bug cleanse. We're not going to use the other word. It targets the removal of bugs from the digestive tract. It eliminates the eggs. It relieves digestive symptoms, bloating, fatigue. Sterling, you're a subscriber. Let's talk about that. You want to stay here with us and I believe, we just hit a wave. I believe that colonics are essential to a good cleanse. I don't know, lady. Let's find that out, okay? Hi, Jacqueline. Black walnut hulls, clove, diatomic earth, and bentonite clay. These are really a big deal. And you need to do this cycle with the moon, really, believe it or not, right before a full moon. That's when you get the best benefit of a buggy cleanse. These are really important. So let's see. So a general detox, let's go through this again, 3 to 14 days. A juice cleanse is 1 to 7 days. Closed tears, I know that you have to spell that differently for me. A gallbladder liver is a 6-day. A bug cleanse is 14 to 30 days on a repeat. After Whipple surgery. We have to look. Pilots, yes, that is true. But when you do a colonic correctly, you follow that with like big dosing and taking of pre and probiotics. When you do that, you reset your gut with all of the good probiotics and prebiotics and all of that, acidophilus, like all of those things, it works. And in this sort of realm of cleansing, I believe colonics, if you've never done one and you do a cleanse with joint pain, that joint pain disappears. It's happened to me. I believe in those. However, you remember, these protocols that I'm going to give you, you got to follow them. It's not something you do, I'm going to do this, I don't like this. You got to follow it straight through. You got to be ready. You got to be committed. It is a commitment to do cleanses like this. You can't begin it and then be like, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do this piece, but I'm going to do that piece. This is my opinion and what I've learned. Joint pain is gone with I'm telling you, XO, I have gone through that. I need that as my joints are a mess right now, and just recently. Yes, Lisa. Did you ever get tested for Lyme? Well, Sushin, what kind of whole milk yogurt are you using? Are you using a Greek yogurt? Are you doing a local one? Are you buying one that has sugar added? Is it does it have the probiotics in it? I don't think, for me, dairy is completely removed from your diet. I don't care whether it's kefir or yogurt. I don't care. That stuff comes out of your diet. Greek. Thought it was, could be the lactic acid. It could be, but I don't know, I'd have to know more to understand. Wait, what was that? I forgot to write down what somebody said. Hold on. Whipple surgery. I want to write that down. Okay. A metabolic reset. Here's specific ones that you do it. I'm not talking about weight loss because I don't believe that cleanses should be used for a weight loss. I don't think there's any benefit to that. I think when you're eating the right foods and you are taking care of your body and you're balancing hormones and you're healing and all of those good things, that is when you get to your natural weight that you should be. It's that simple. Nothing else works. Everything else is lies and to get us to do crazy stuff to our bodies. It's following clean, organic, unprocessed, fresh food and eating that way that your body starts to just fall naturally to where you should be. That's my 60 years of experience. When we juice apples, is it green apples? I think that's what I recommend to people, green apples for juicing. What gets rid of joint pain? An anti-inflammatory diet. But we are talking about the benefits and preparing for a cleanse and understanding what types of cleanses there are. Now, hold on. Let me just go through. Okay. So you have a metabolic reset. That for you. You're welcome. Juice cleanse, liver cleanse to improve fat metabolism. Those are the things that help you with your metabolics. What can I do to cleanse for the kidneys? Hang tight. We're going to go through that. We're not going to get that specific yet, but you're going to see kidney really. If you're having issues with kidneys, I would hydrate. I would that's what my sense tells me, like coconut water and fresh water, nothing like fresh cranberry juice in water. And I'm not talking about cranberry cocktail. I'm talking about the bitter cranberry, the bitter black cherry juice. I think there's one from Dynamic Foods, alkaline water, those kinds of things. That is what's going to clear and help your kidneys. You got to flush them. You don't want to be drinking alcohol of any kind. You don't want to be drinking sodas or things like that. To make it more palatable, cinnamon, dilute it a little bit with water. I mean, if you're hitting the clove tea, you're gonna do it. You got to just suck it up. Honey, yeah, you could do that. All right, so to help with digestive health and IBS, you're talking about a bug cleanse. You're talking about a gentle, very gentle juice cleanse. Nothing, yeah, take it like a shot, exactly. I'm kind of concerned about sugar and juice diet. Hang tight, Sue. I'd have to know more about where you're at in your, healing journey to kind of talk about the sugar and juicing. Energy and mental clarity, general detox combined with a liver cleanse and herbs, and a juice cleanse rich in greens and citrus and beetroot. That's your energy and mental clarity. Skin health is a liver cleanse. You have all kinds of things. Happy Friday. Hi, Hotshot. A liver cleanse is 1 to 2 cycles of a 6-day protocol, and a general cleanse focusing on greens and hydrating. So you're going to get all this information. Now, here's the disclaimer, right? Always consult with a healthcare provider that understands cleansing, a naturopath. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks for the subscription. Hey, stay happy. Nice to see you. A healthcare provider like a functional medicine doctor, an herbalist, a certified herbalist, a naturopath, a functional medicine, somebody that's got an integrative practice that looks at all of it. Because if you go to a gastroenterologist, if you go to your oncologist, if you go to all these people, they're going to say, don't do this, don't do that. They're going to scare you, and they're not going to make you feel safe enough to do that. I want to get the woman that I've talked to you guys about a few times, she's a naturopathic oncologist. She works with all different doctors, she works with, her specialty right now is on naturopathic oncology and a lot of autoimmune stuff. And I've got to reach out to her again and get her on, she wants to chat with all of you. And we're going to do sort of an interview. And also my functional medicine doctor, who is a cardiologist, but also practices integrative medicine. He is my primary care doctor. He is also very interested in having a chat with you guys. So I want to set that up. Or just reach out to me, email me, and I'll send you the information. Okay, so important notes, right? Especially if you're pregnant, nursing, have chronic illness, or taking meds. Pay close attention to your body signals and discontinue or adjust a cleanse protocol if you're experiencing severe discomfort. So that's sort of like where we start here. Now, let's talk about how to prepare for a cleanse. And this is really the most important piece. The proper way to prepare for a cleanse is get a calendar out. Have a cleanse calendar and map it out. Prepare yourself. Do the research. Go through my little ebook that you're going to get and find out, like, you don't have any big weddings. You don't have graduation parties. You're not going on a big vacation. You're not doing, I would say get that stuff out of the way first and block time out for yourself. Block 30 days of time out where you don't really have to do anything but care for yourself. Where you don't have a big vacation planned, you don't have a wedding planned, you don't have a big celebration happening, something big that you can't get out of that you're going to find. Now, our busy schedules these days make it very hard to do that. But if you are going to commit to a cleanse, you have to have the time commitment to do it. Can you cleanse when you're working? I say you can, but you have to sort of let someone know in your office, like, hey, I'm going to be doing this cleanse and I'm going to feel, there might be some days, maybe you plot out your sick days so that you have, a little time that if you're feeling a little weak or something. Now, that, you can do that. You know that you can have the time to take care of yourself, right? Now, physical signs that you may need to cleanse before we prepare. Digestive issues, bloating, constipation, gas, sluggish elimination. Matters where do we work? I work at Amazon Plant. There you go. If you can run to the bathroom every few minutes, that might help. But here, I'm going to show you so that, Sue, if you decide to undertake this and you begin this, I can show you how to eliminate the drama of a cleanse so that the what we call a Herx reaction doesn't happen. Let's go through the physical signs. Skin breakouts, a dull complexion, chronic fatigue, low energy despite sleeping, brain fog, trouble concentrating, bad breath, or a very coated tongue. If you have a white coated tongue, chances are you got something going on. Frequent sugar or carb cravings, stubborn weight or puffiness, especially in your belly, your face, your fingers, body odor, excessive sweating, trouble sleeping or waking up. Thank you for the follow. Waking up at 3 or 4 a.m. That means your cycle is like, you need some cleanse time. Recurring infections, allergies, sinus congestion, all of these things. Okay, emotional or mental signs. You ready? Feeling irritable, anxious, overwhelmed, low motivation, a sense of being stuck, cyclical negative thoughts or emotional reactivity, all those crazy thoughts that roll through your brain and you can't calm them, cravings for emotional eating or caffeine to cope. Okay, energetic or intuitive signs. Bye, Dor. Email me your questions. Feeling energetic or intuitive signs, feeling disconnected from your body or intuition, sensing a need to shed or start fresh. Like sometimes people go, oh my God, well, I notice for myself, I just want to eat raw food. I have to have it. I know, I need a 1-day juice cleanse to just calm me down. I'm sure I did, Gigi. I have been running since Monday, so I'm here the next 48 hours. I'm going to be here for you, okay? Internal call to slow down and simplify or declutter. Don't underestimate your body's conversation with you. You know what I'm saying? Yes, please do. You're drawn to the idea of juicing, plant-based eating, okay? Now, here's when not to cleanse. Pregnant or breastfeeding, severe stress, illness, or burnout, opt for nourishment first. You're in the middle of an intense life transition, like you're going through the death of a family member, a divorce, your kid is very sick, somebody in your family is battling a major illness, you're battling a major illness. Thank you, Michelle. Complex medical conditions, you're not moving regularly, like your bowels are not moving regularly. You're in all of those things. When you're in an intense space, you want to get through those things and then you can detox. When my husband was going through cancer, I learned this from the doctor, because I was like, oh, maybe you should do a cleanse. And she said, no, don't upset your already upset balance. Take a minute, get through everything, and then you cleanse your body at the end of healing. When you get that, when you ring that bell, that's the time to now say, okay, now I'm going to reset my body and heal myself. Because when you're in that and you're doing all of that heavy medicine and heavy stuff, you don't want to then start a detox to make your make your body even more weak. TikTok, I'm just putting some chapstick on my lip. Hold on. Got it? Any questions about that? Thank you for my heart, guys. Okay, now preparing for a cleanse. Okay, so you got your calendar out, you pick the dates, you make a plan. Yeah, EXO, you want to keep yourself calm and healthy, but you don't, never is too late, but I wish I knew you 2011. Listen, you know me now. You know me now. How do you drink it? You drink it, just try a cup with water. Well, pilot, we're going to talk about that. Hang tight. You're going to see how it unfolds right now. So that question is perfect for right now. So proper preparation significantly improves your cleansing experience, and it helps you minimize side effects and maximize results. So I tried and yum, not too good. It's not good. I've always said that to you. It is not good. Mushroom coffee tastes like dirt. I add a little coconut creamer to mine that has coconut sugar and coconut milk powder. It doesn't make it sweet. It just balances it. And I add collagen to mine, Truvani collagen. I make a mix, and that's how I get it down. I'm just drinking mushroom coffee. I'm just drinking coffee, TikTok. Exactly. Always. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Exactly. So, okay. So there's something called what they call a Herx reaction. Yeah, that'll help, Jenny. Because that helps support your detoxification on a cellular level. So there's something called a Herx reaction. And that is where you experience severe headache. It could trigger a migraine, bloating, gas, pain, discomfort. You know, you're trying, like if you already have a bowel issue, like you can't go to the bathroom on a regular basis, and now you flood your body with all of this good food. Hold on, I got the puzzle piece. Two objects that are the same shape. Why does it always tell me no? Okay, there we go. And then you load your body with like juicing and all this stuff. And then now it's like, oh, it's still not moving. It's like, think about when you shovel snow and you have the shovel and you're dragging it across the walkway, and all of a sudden it's so hard. Yes. And it's so hard you can't move it anymore. And it's like, it's jammed, and now you got to do little pieces. That's sort of the same thing that you're doing to your body if you don't prepare yourself for a cleanse. And then what happens is you get lightheaded, you get a headache, you feel nauseated, you get very irritable, you're angry, anxiety hits. These are all part of the Herx reaction. And some people, when they go, I gotta cleanse right now, I'm gonna do the 7-day juice cleanse. And I'm like, well, if you don't get yourself ready, you don't do this, you don't do that, you're going to have this Herx reaction, and you're going to think it's the juice cleanse making you sick, and it is not. It's the fact that your body is so impacted with waste, and you've been eating a certain way that you just aren't, it doesn't last. So that reaction, if you don't prepare, like we're going to talk about, that reaction could last 2 to 3 days. Now, here's something else. If you are a sugar fiend, hear me out. That's candy, cake, processed foods, all of that stuff. Or I add sugar to my coffee. I drink soda. I'm a soda drinker. I use a lot of ketchup in my food, use a lot of packaged salad dressings, all of those things. When you take sugar out of your diet, it is worse than an actual drug overdose or a drug detox. And I'm talking about, I don't know how to say it. We already got hit. We went from 80 to 60. So it doesn't matter. So it's worse than cocaine or any of that stuff. You cannot, it's so bad. It takes 4 days for the psychological effects of sugar to leave your body. It takes about 2 or 3 days for physiological, and 4 to 5, 3 to 5 days for sugar to leave your body. So okay. Now dairy takes 30 days to clear from your body. And what happens when you clear dairy from your body after 30 days is you get flu-like symptoms. You get a very bad cold, runny, nose dripping. That's like taking yogurt, taking milk, taking kefir, anything that comes from dairy, all of that. My condition to talk about it. I don't know what that, I don't, the way that you wrote that sentence, sugar never leaves my body. See, yeah. So now let's go back. You have your calendar, you've made your calendar, you picked your dates. You need at least a week of setting up your diet, of restructuring your diet so that all of that stuff is sort of out of the way to get to the cleanse. Because if you don't, that's when your Herx reaction is really bad. So that means your dietary, I think, if you really want to do a cleanse well, I'm thinking, okay, good, Sue. Thank you. So for the dietary adjustment to happen, some people say 3 to 7 days is enough. if we're talking about the cleanses that we're talking about here, like I know a lot of you guys are looking for the real deal, like the big cleanses. I would say you've got to go 3 to 14 days. Really 7 to 14 days. Yes, Mystical, I'll make sure you have it. Mary, let's get through one day. One time a year. Let's do one time. You're like the advanced cleanser. Hold on. Let's do one time. You're like the advanced cleanser. Hold on one second. Sorry, guys. You're really into this. I know you are. Hold on. Okay. All right. So, hold on. Let me get my notes. I want to not miss a thing here. I can tell. Guys, somebody said something. We're restricted. I'm going to have to leave and come back. I got to go handle that, okay? I'm going to shut down and I'll come back in. I'll be right back.